What's up guys, Shockwave640 here, and today I bring you the original Generation 1 Decepticon ASTROTRAIN. And so, here is ASTROTRAIN, and let's do some size comparisons, shall we? So, angling this down because ASTROTRAIN's kind of a small guy in vehicle mode, or one of his vehicle modes. So first of all, we have Combiner Wars Ironhide. So you can see how these two look together. Yeah, relatively, ASTROTRAIN is about a deluxe size. I'm not sure what they called this scale that ASTROTRAIN is in. I'm not sure what they called that back in Generation 1. It might have been called Deluxe, but I doubt it, because I think the Deluxes were the gigantic guys, like Ultra Magnus and stuff like that. I don't know. It could have been Leader or Scout. I don't know. I don't know what it was. I don't know. But here it is with Shockwave, so you can see how big that is. Here it is with my Lego Bruticus mock that I did for the 50 subscriber special. Be sure to check that out if you haven't done so already. And here it is with the high grade RX-78-2 Revive. So you can see how they look together. And setting him off to the side. Now, this ASTROTRAIN is not repro labeled. He has all of his every one of his stickers on him are original, even down to the reveal the shield thing that he has, which does still work. As you can see right there, you can see the Decepticon logo. So let me just hold my thumb on there while I show you the rest of the Decepticon symbols, which this guy's got a lot of. The details on the stickers are nice for being such an older toy. You can see there's a sticker put over a sticker on that side, as well as on this side. Or, no, that's not a sticker put over a sticker, it's a piece ripped off of that on that side. There you go, Decepticon logo. Another Decepticon logo on that side. Gets a little bit of paint apps here and there. This is the space shuttle mode. I do have the weapon stored on simply just by pulling out his robot mode arm a little bit and just making him hold it. Not really meant to do that, but I just do that for the weapon storage. Setting him off to the side real quick, here is his gun. It's a decent looking gun. The handle's a bit short and it's a bit long for him, but it's still a pretty cool looking gun. So I do have these wings angled up because if I try to have them angled down, they like to droop down a lot like that. So I just usually have them angled up like that because it does make it look kind of cool as well. Also the stickers on these tail fins, whoever was the original owner of this, I'm not the original owner of this. Whoever owned it before me put these stickers on wrong inside of here. They put these stickers on backwards, so I don't know what they were thinking. But this is not my original figure. I am going to eventually get some repro labels for this guy, and then I'm going to tear off all the stickers that are on him and then label them up with the repro labels. But I just figured I'd show it to you guys with the original stickers that it did have. So we're going to go into the train mode now, because it's easier to go from train mode to get into robot mode. It's just a little bit easier. So what you want to do first is you actually want to grab this section, open it up, and just tabs in using those two little posts into those two slots. And then you're gonna bring this up, and then just kind of just get it to cooperate with you a little bit. You're gonna have to fight it just a little bit, and then just get it to be like so. There you go, just like that. Make sure that it's flat down. Close these back up. They will tab right back in on these two slots that are down on the bottom now. And you want to take this thing, slide it forward, and then as you do that, you want to bring it down and slide it into the chest like so, or what will be his chest. And then you just want to close up these wings. They will clip into place. And then you want to close up those two flaps. Bring these down like so on either side, and then open up these two flaps, flip them over, and here you have ASTROTRAIN in his train mode. So getting from space shuttle to train mode is a fairly cool transformation. I do like the transformation. For me, my favorite of the two modes is probably the train. I don't know what kind of train this is. I'm pretty sure it's some kind of specific train. It is seen in the show having steam spew from this thing, so I'm guessing it's some kind of steam train, but I'm not too entirely sure. Now, obviously, this is the space shuttle, or this guy, are not the right colors as they were in the G1 show, as is all of the Generation 1 toys. This gray here should be of a much darker color. Pretty much everything else is pretty spot on. I'm pretty sure there's supposed to be a little bit more black going along here, but other than that, it's pretty spot on. Now, I don't know where the cockpit is. I think this is it, where these window-looking things are. It doesn't really look like a cockpit very much, especially since how are you supposed to fit in there when all you got is these giant thrusters on the back, which did serve as thrusters for the space shuttle mode when you flip it like that. But in the show, ASTROTRAIN is known for having the giant thrusters, and then this hatch that opened up, and it stored even Devastator inside of him. So it's pretty cool. I do like the train mode. So now let's go into, actually, let's do size comparisons for the train mode real quick. So bringing in Ironhide and Shockwave, Bruticus, and the Gundam RX-78-2 Revive. So you can see how the train pretty much stacks up with all of these guys. Now it is pretty much the exact same length as a Combiner Wars figure, or a deluxe class. You can see it with Shockwave. There you can see it with Bruticus, pretty much the same size as Bruticus there. And Bruticus is Bruticus mode, and ASTROTRAIN's train mode, and it's pretty much the same height as the RX-78-2, just a little bit shorter by the V-fin. So from there, we're going to go into robot mode. Also, the gun doesn't store in this mode in any way. It would have been cool if there was like a peg or something right here. You just kind of clip it in right there somewhere, but nope, there's not. Not unless you modify this thing, which I'm not going to. Also, another thing I wanted to point out is all of the black that you see on him is die-cast. The only part that's not die-cast are the actual thrusters right here. Those are just purple plastic painted black. But all of the black up here is die-cast, so he does have quite a bit of heft to him. I'm pretty sure there is some kind of die-cast up back here. I think this entire purple section right here might be die-cast as well, because he's got a lot more heft to him in the back section. Because if it was only metal right there, then it would be really front heavy, but this thing is really evenly weighted on both sides, so there is some sort of metal back here somewhere. It's not in this thruster section at all, so I'm guessing it might be this purple part with that black die-cast hinge right there. So let's get into his robot mode. So what you want to do is you just want to close these up that way and bring them back out like so. Make sure that they're both closed. Bring up the wings. What I like to do with the wings is I like to fold these things both back like so. Extend his legs like so. Come in here, untab this section. It just uses these two clips and goes right into those two slots. And yes, we all know ASTROTRAIN has boobs. Yes, ASTROTRAIN has female breasts or very large man pecs, whatever one you prefer. And then he does have the short little dimpy arms, which the G1 ASTROTRAIN toy is known for. I kind of like it. It does look super goofy. He's got like huge legs and really dimpy arms. Now, mine is suffering from the problem that everybody says G1 ASTROTRAIN suffers from, and that's the legs being really, really loose. Every once in a while, I can get him to stay how I want him to, but most of the time, he ends up just collapsing in on himself. So basically, I just have to set him down gently, like so, and he will stand. Of course, he can hold his gun, and sorry if everything just kind of seems to be flopping around. This is the original. This is not a re-release, because the re-release is colored like a standard space shuttle and has NASA and stuff like that written all over it. This one does not. This is the original G1 toy. So, getting close here on the head sculpt, it's a decent head sculpt. It doesn't look like ASTROTRAIN in any way, but it's okay. It does look cool. It has a little yellow visor and the red thing there on the head. Again, doesn't look anything like ASTROTRAIN in any way, I guess. I don't think it does. To me, it doesn't. I guess if for transformation, if you wanted to go for accuracy for the G1 show, you could open up that and then just kind of slide it up and get it to position right here. That does look okay. I don't think he had this in the original G1 cartoon. I think it was just the weird boob things that he has going on. Most of the time, I'll display him with this opened like that just because it gives more detail and shiny stickers. But I don't know. Every once in a while, I'll have it like that. Most of the time, I'll have it closed. But it's really just your own preference. You can have it looking like that, or you can have it when it's closed and folded up on the chest. I'm just going to leave it open for the rest of the review just because, why not? So, setting him right here, let's finish the size comparison so if we can get him to stand like so. Here he is with Combiner Wars Shockwave, relatively bigger. Here he is with Combiner Wars Ironhide. About the same size still, because this is really just the same size as the shuttle mode. There you can see with Bruticus and with the RX-78-2. Right there. He is shorter than most deluxes. I'm just going to say that he's a smaller deluxe size. He's obviously not as big as like Bruticus or Devastator or anything like that. ASTROTRAIN was a fairly big character in the show. Also, when he holds out that gun, that looks ridiculous. His arms are so short. I heard that there was a version of this, I think the Takara version, had a little thing where you can extend the arms and make them like that much longer. I heard. I'm not entirely sure if that's true or not. If you guys do know whether or not that's true, please let me down in the comment section below. I would like to know if that is true, because that'd be very interesting. Also, he does have actually molded in fingers, unlike just having paddles for hands like most G1 toys are known for. So yeah, so this was Generation 1 ASTROTRAIN. Like I state in a few of my videos, he is one of my only G1 figures. I just don't collect them very much because they are highly expensive. This was given to me as a birthday gift 2 years ago by a good friend of mine named Harry Gordon. He gave this to me as a gift over from England. He just, ASTROTRAIN is one of my favorite Decepticons, so he's like, hey, I'll get you a G1 ASTROTRAIN if you want for your birthday. I was like, yeah, heck yeah, I'll take that. So, about a week later, G1 ASTROTRAIN came in the mail, so that was very nice of him. Big thumbs up to Harry for that, if he ever watches my videos. So, let's do the voting now, shall we? Setting off ASTROTRAIN over there to the side, making sure he doesn't fall over. Just gonna collapse his legs in so he doesn't actually fall over. So, for today's voting, we're actually going to have to back up a little bit because things are going to get quite big. Sorry about that. So, backing up. So, for the size comparisons for today, or not size comparisons, for the voting, we have my Razorwing mock that I built. Which, if you remember Razorwing, he was with the clamp down that I built, that I thought was my own character, but apparently it was from RID 2015. But oh well, it's my own character in my vision. Either we can review Razorwing, Decepticon Razorwing, or we can review my Five Nights at Freddy's Mangle mock. So here they are, guys. Choose which one of these two you want to see reviewed. Do you want to see the Five Nights at Freddy's Mangle, aka Funtime Foxy? This is really the Mangle form of her, though. So you can either see Mangle or you can see Razorwing. So cast your vote with the little eye up there at the top right, and you guys can see who will be reviewed tomorrow. So, setting them off to the side real quick to give my final verdict about ASTROTRAIN and what I think about him. So, just picking up the camera. Here, just let me set it right there so you can start my logo real quick. So I don't end up knocking the entire tripod over. Bringing it back, and bringing back ASTROTRAIN. Making him stand here in the middle, like so. Opening that back up. Just like that. There we go. So, I say that this guy is an amazing figure. He is definitely one of my most favorite toys. It's not just because he's G1, it's just because the transformation between spaceship and or shuttle mode and train mode is so it flows in such a way that you just constantly want to do it over and over and over, which I don't actually recommend because this is a very fragile toy. It scares me whenever I transform him. I'm just afraid something's going to break eventually. But that's just because he's really old. He's over 35 years old now, I think, is how old Transformers is now. 35. So this guy's about 35 years old. He's older than the house I am living in right now. So, that's really all I have to say, guys. Thanks for watching the review. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and tell me what you guys think. This guy was purchased from eBay for like $20, I think. I don't know. Harry didn't tell me what the price of him was, but I imagine it was like $20. This guy's one of the cheaper G1 figures. Him along with Blitzwing. Them two are one of the cheaper ones you can get, unlike Optimus, and pay like $500 if you just want any G1 toy. I really do highly recommend him. I don't recommend Blitzwing all that much because the reviews I've seen of Blitzwing, he doesn't look that amazing, but I do highly recommend ASTROTRAIN. He is definitely the better of the two, in my opinion. But anyways, guys, I am Shockwave 640, and I'll be seeing you later. So thanks for watching, my little logicons. Peace.